Just want it to be over. I was talking to a coworker yesterday.
Forever.
Good morning, Angry Teachers. So today is the 5th of January. I probably need to know this. And it is the first day back for the new year, 2026. Whoop, whoop. I am going to try to remember to walk you through my day. Now, typically when we go back, kids forget stuff and they ask stupid questions and they tick me off. So you might see that side of me, the angry teacher. But I'm going to try to do better. I'm going to try to be nicer. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 something, whatever, almost 6:30, and people are driving like they have no place to go. I'm like, so why are you in the car this time of morning? Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna try to remember to take you along on this journey the first day back in 2026. Still the same grading period, so the kids should know things already, understand how things work. I've already told them that everything that I'm going to put in for the grading period for their grades have been graded. Anything we're doing for the next couple of days will be for the third grading period. And so I don't have to rush with putting stuff in. I can focus on their effort grades, their conduct, all that good stuff. Contacting parents again. But with all that said, hopefully it's a good day. And I'll see y'all when I remember to pick up the phone and the camera. Okay? Later. So it is 3:30 something, it's 3:50. I guess that taking the long route, walking kind of affected me. Anyway, so it is 3:50. I'm on my way home. I look like crap. I'm tired. My eyes are burning. My head is killing me. And you know why? Well, I had to stay later to grade some stuff, some journals I wanted to get done before I went home, because I promised them they were going to get it this week. So I'm like, I have to knock it out. Even though I'm from break, I was sick for part of it. Didn't feel like doing it the rest of it. But, so yeah. On the way home now, after a long day. Especially the first day back when my body's not used to it. I used to get up at the same time for the most part, but I used to go to bed whenever I felt like it. Went to the gym, went back home and slept some more, whatever. But now I have to actually pay attention and actually function. With all of that said, these kids, oh my God, there is one particular period, if you know me, you know which one it is. I have to kick kids out all the time. I am tired of these children. I'm tired of the parents who send them to us and they don't have any control at home. Those should be the ones mandated. You know what? If you get more than one referral, you need to be homeschooled. Your parents have to deal with your foolishness, because it's not fair to anybody else. I have some kids in that class that don't want to do anything or whatever. So can't do anything. No matter what you give them, no matter how simple the task or how simple instructions, move your seat. It's a problem. So instead of even listening or understanding how to listen and follow instruction, you're making it hard for the other kids who want to try. And it's frustrating. So, and I'm okay, because, they got kicked out. I don't care where they went. Did whatever I was supposed to do to get rid of them out of the room. So after they left, some kids were still there. What bothers me is that there is no form of discipline at home. And yes, I'm coming for the parents. I don't care how bad a school is or how much the school is trying to do or not doing. First of all, how bad a school is for the most part a direct correlation with the students that come in it. Yes, if the school allows a kid to come late every day, then it's the school's fault. However, if a parent drops the kid off late every day, it's the parent's fault. And the kid, they don't try to get there on time. They don't try to do anything. How is that the school's fault or teacher's fault? Whatever. Anyway, so what bothers me is that they don't want to do anything. The parents don't. And I asked the kid, how do you take an F home? The last grading period, I gifted you the D. You really thought you earned that D? Seriously? And now you have an F and you're still acting like an idiot. So you know what? Do you, buddy? I got you. There will be no more gifts. I told them Christmas only came once a year, and it came very early last year for the first grading period. Second grading period, now this is coming to an end. Santa done left. You ain't getting no more grades out of me. You don't want to try. All you want to do is sit there and curse and carry on. Get out of the class. I'm writing you up. That's between you, your mama, and your God. I am done with some of these kids. And they're making it hard for the kids who want to try. That class is already low as like extremely low. Like low. Like low. Low. I don't understand how you're in the 10th grade. We're doing an essay. We've been working on this essay since Jesus was in diapers. How is it that you still don't know what to do? You don't know where to do? I'm like, oh my God, it's like talking to myself. Actually, if I talk back, it would be more productive. They just sit there and they some don't know anything. So, you know, empty barrel syndrome, all they want to do is talk. And when they talk, every other word is a curse word. So that's a problem. And then you have those who just sit there. I'm like, how do you sit in a class, and it's not just mine, 4 classes, 90 minutes every day doing nothing? What, on your phone? How good is that battery? Jesus. So I'm grading, I'm putting in, I know parents are going to all of a sudden realize that they have a kid. They're going to want to, and they actually care about the kid when they're failing. So all of a sudden, I'm probably going to have a whole lot of parent conferences for the 3rd grading period, because I mean it this time. I tell kids all the time, and it's true, I don't lie to kids. Whatever grade, now I told y'all I was going to gift you guys because, you know, you're new to the 10th grade, you're new to this teacher, blah, blah, blah. And I gave you some gifts. That's where I went wrong. I got y'all this time. All those F's, you earned every last one of them. Every last one of them, and I don't feel bad. Those of you expected an A when you barely did anything from a B, you're going to stay at the B. I'm not going to be that guy anymore. Hate me all you want. Life goes on for both of us. Anyway, so that's my day. I didn't get to record because they ticked me off so much. It was like babysitting. We're working independently. They're talking and talking and talking. I'm like, guys, we are supposed to be writing. Writers don't talk that much. You're supposed to be thinking. If you're talking, you're not thinking through your essays. Whatever the score is going to be a direct reflection of what you didn't put in it or did. So they're like, okay, Miss Holmes, okay, Miss Holmes. So they stop talking for 2 seconds and they start getting like, what is wrong with these kids? And I know they texted each other while they were on the break. I know, even if they didn't call each other. What are you talking about? And it makes no sense. One kid deliberately, he comes to class religiously, late all the time, but he comes to class religiously to get removed from it. Dude, skip. I don't get it. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I just had to get that off my chest. First day back. And the next break is a long weekend, you know, to some extent. We still have to go in for 1 day. But it's a long weekend. And then after that, there's another 1 day weekend or 1 day holiday, President's Day in February. And then we have no more breaks. It's all about this test. So we'll see how that works out. I just had to get this off my chest. I'm so annoyed. I am so annoyed. And that's my odd date. Starts out with a whole bunch of kids who think they're gifted. Nobody told them. Third period is my third period is all right. First period, it's not horrible, but they could be better. And then my 7th period, the class that God forgot. Tomorrow I'm hopeful because my even day, even though sometimes they get annoying, they're okay. I like my even day. We'll see. All right. is Tuesday morning, the 6th of January. Happy New Year, by the way. I don't think I told you yesterday, but in any case, it's Tuesday morning. Had a rough yesterday, like you know, in the video. But hopefully today's better. And let's see where it goes. Hopefully I remember to record this time. Oh my gosh. All right, catch you later. So it is the end of, it's Tuesday at 3:30. I was gonna do that same thing again because tomorrow I can't have an appointment, so I can't stay late to do any grading. However, ran into one of my co-workers. He teaches math for most of my kids. I teach the English to those kids, you know, as a part of the cohort. So yeah. With that said, we were talking, so I didn't get to grade a thing. So I'm gonna take home the 4. I think I have like 4 journals left. I'm gonna grade those so they can have them tomorrow, and then I'll be completely done. I don't want to hear the whining. I don't want to hear the questions. I don't want to hear anything. Just deal with it and wait till next grading period. With that said, today was a much better day than yesterday. Tomorrow I go back to that same bunch who I require holy water for them, not me. But yeah, I had a good day. Can't complain, won't complain. Good set of kids. I love my even day. Just found out one of my favorite kids or quarterback is leaving me at the end of the grading period to transfer to another school. Thanks a lot, parents. The few good kids we have, you're taking them. He's a very good kid. I wish him luck. We're gonna keep in contact. He's been coming around different periods and teachers let him out, so he's been coming around to my class because, you know, I miss Pops, man. I'm gonna miss that little kid. But that's it. That's Tuesday. I'm gonna go home now, take a nap possibly, or get something to eat. I'm hungry for some reason, starving even. Sit in traffic, get home, then find something to eat, grade these 4 journals, and that's it. I don't have anything else planned because I'm too tired to do anything else anyway. Tomorrow, however, I need to find the energy after my worst classes ever and go to my appointment. So we'll see how that works out. Have you guys heard the flu is going around? Oh my God. I suffered through half of my winter break. Now my throat is itching again. Come on. I've been taking vitamins like I've been popping them like candy to no avail. What the heck? So hopefully it doesn't mess up my weekend again. Yeah, that's it. All right, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Wednesday, and hopefully I remember all of these things and show some stuff. Okay, later.
Denmark and the US.
I think I need a new phone thing to hang my phone in the car. Anyway, good afternoon. It is the 7th of January, Thursday. I'm sorry, I wish. Wednesday afternoon. This is after work, right? So, there you go. See, yeah, this thing keeps moving. Get a new job. If you guys know of any good cameras, please drop it in the link, the comments below, so I can get a new, not a camera, a holder for my phone. Anyway, in the car. Anyway, my problematic 7th period, the one that I apologize, I went on this long rant on Monday rather. I had them today. And class went well. Ironically, these kids do not necessarily like poetry, but we were covering a poem by Lawrence Ferlinghetti, and they got into it, they behaved, it was okay. Now, with that said, I am anxious about Friday when I see them again, because you can't set a o'clock by this class. One day they're fine, the next day 5 of them act up, then some of them, next day 10 of them are absent. It's you can't tell. And I think that's the way education has gone, and nowadays there's no guarantee of anything. One thing's for, what is this person doing? Yes, I'm one of those. I talk to traffic even though they can't hear me. Yeah, so it was a good day. So that's, I don't know, I was expecting to not be able to film, so I set up the tripod and didn't even use it. But I'm telling you now, it was a good day. It was a good day. So I'm gonna go pick up some stuff, run some errands, get home, and take a nap because I'm still tired. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow, Thursday. I'm okay. I feel I'm doing well enough that we're paying attention to daily videos, and I should have something released. I'm excited. It's about time. All right, guys. Later. Good morning, Angry Teacher fam. I am about 5-6 minutes late, later than normal, and it's still too early for all of this foolishness. But it is 6:30, and I am not where I normally am at 6:30 on my journey. But I'm gonna get there before the kids anyway, because you know they let them in really late. They can get there whenever. And the irony is these kids expect the same grades as those who are on time, but it is what it is. With that said, like I said before, it's like about 6:30, and I'm already planning what my day after work will be like. I just want it to be over. I was talking to a coworker yesterday, and I'm at the point where before I even get ready, I'm thinking about the end of the ready for the day. I'm already thinking about the end of the week, and that was, we had this conversation like Tuesday. I just want it to be over. I'm like, oh God, can we be done already? I had one of my lessons yesterday, or part of my lesson, I was asking questions that we already discussed, or already taught, and these kids weren't receptive. They didn't understand what I was saying. I'm like, we've done this literally since week 1, and we just reword and do it differently, and none of them, granted these are honors kids, I'm like, 22 weeks of my life I could have been doing anything else, and I have to push, prod, and re-question and double question and change the question and a whole bunch of questions. I'm like, why are we still doing all of this stuff that you should have remembered? And even if you you don't remember a thing I said, you were taught this in middle school and elementary, they introduced it. Why are we still in this position mentally and academically? So away from, it was just whatever. But today is the set that ticks me off. Let's see how that goes. At this point, I don't even care. I just want to get to the end of the day so we can move on with the weekend and get some stuff done. All right, talk to y'all later. Happy Thursday, Angry Teacher fam. It is 6 something, just before 6:30, and I am on my way to work. Hoping for a good day. And I'm listening to, I don't know who this is, Jay Buckner or somebody on YouTube. And he has a whole segment. I don't think he's a teacher, but he has a whole segment on why teachers are quitting, or teachers quitting, or whatever. And some of the clips that he's showing from some teacher friends, some TikTokers, I'm like, it's like, are you guys at my school, in my classroom? These parents have no clue, and the kids are even worse than the parents. Well, or whatever. No clue at all. There's some things that kids should know that don't. And I'm going to say, even if they didn't know this, some simple things like simile. Some kids, 10th graders now, can't find it. Great. I've had you for 22 weeks and we've gone over it ad nauseum. Why don't you know? I don't know. We are so screwed. I'm glad I'm on the tail end of my career. Some of you are just starting out. More power to you, but this don't make no sense. Oh. I'm in the middle of traffic. Great. Yeah. I think everybody knows by now I play music as the kid's working or, in between, whatever. And so today I'm feeling Tevin Campbell for some reason. You guys who don't know him, check him out. So I'm going to be playing one of my favorite songs by Tevin Campbell. Drop in the comments, and don't cheat. Drop in the comments which one you think it is before you see what I reveal. All right, here it is. That is one of my favorites. And we all know the Can We Talk, whatever. But it's one of my favorites. So I'm gonna go start my day now. Let me go start checking emails and typing stuff. All right, later. Good morning, Angry Teacher fam. I am about 5-6 minutes late, later than normal, and it's still too early for all of this foolishness. But it is 6:30, and I am not where I normally am at 6:30 on my journey. But I'm gonna get there before the kids anyway, because they let them in really late. They can get there whenever. And the irony is these kids expect the same grades as those who are on time, but it is what it is. With that said, like I said before, it's like about 6:30, and I'm already planning what my day after work will be like. I just want it to be over. I was talking to a coworker yesterday, and I'm at the point where before I even get ready, I'm thinking about the end of the ready for the day. I'm already thinking about the end of the week, and we had this conversation like Tuesday. I just want it to be over. I'm like, oh God, can we be done already? I had one of my lessons yesterday, or part of my lesson, I was asking questions that we already discussed or already taught, and these kids weren't receptive. They didn't understand what I was saying. I'm like, we've done this literally since week 1, and we just reword and do it differently. And none of them. Granted, these are honors kids. I'm like, 22 weeks of my life, I could have been doing anything else. And I have to push, prod, and re-question and double question and change the question and a whole bunch of questions. I'm like, why are we still doing all of this stuff that you should have remembered? And even if you don't remember a thing I said, you were taught this in middle school and elementary, they introduced it. Why are we still in this position mentally and academically? So away from, it was just whatever. But today is the set that ticks me off. Let's see how that goes. At this point, I don't even care. I just want to get to the end of the day so we can move on with the weekend and get some stuff done. All right, talk to y'all later. It is Friday. Oh my God, the end of Friday, work day. And I'm on my way home. It is 2:47. I am done in so many ways. I had my 7th period. Yeah, I can't stand. But they, for the most part, they did their work, so they didn't take me off too much. And I had a couple of kids come visit me today, so it was a good day. Can't complain. Rounds off the week, and I'm glad it made it a good week. Now I kind of putzed off at the gym this morning. It was nice, but I didn't go 100%. I was a little bit tired, so I just did, enough to say that I went. I didn't even spend the whole time there. I think I left 15 minutes earlier. It was arms and shoulders, so I've already worked those during the week already. So that's usually my day where I just do the extra workouts I didn't get to do. Excuse me, in the beginning of the week. So I'm happy right now. Tomorrow, one of the neighborhood strays needs to be fixed, so I'm taking baby girl to go get her to fulfill her appointment at the Humane Society, get her fixed tomorrow morning. So I get up early again because you have to get there at a certain time to check in. So it's gonna be one of those weekends, but I'm happy for it. I don't have to worry about these kids. The grades are done for the most part, and then we'll see what the 3rd grading period has to offer. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of this. Unless I should make the never mind.
Chasing this in the first place. It almost makes me uncomfortable when people project onto me. I'm not unmotivated and I'm not giving up. I just don't feel right.
So the cat that I said that I'm taking to go get serviced, I just dropped her off. Poor Damia. Oh my God, she was the best little thing ever. Everybody else is screaming and carrying on. She kind of complained about maybe twice, and then she was quiet the whole time, as I typically do when we get into the after the surgery. Well, I'm sorry, when we get to the place, and since we're waiting for about 30 minutes or so in the car, I take them out, and she came out, And she just came on my lap and she kind of looked around. There's people walking their dogs, stretching, whatever. And she looked up every now and then and she went back and she just sat on my lap. I'm like, girl, if all the other ones had the same temperament, it would be a great time. But she was just a sweet little thing, and they took her in. She did not complain once. All these other cats were meowing and carrying her. And you know what? I think it's probably because she's so young, she has no idea what's going on. She trusts us completely. She has no idea what's going to happen to her, poor thing. But they were concerned. I was concerned about, I was talking to one of the other people, and I was concerned that she was too young, because when she found us, if you will, she was really small. And then I think we had her through December, so her first Christmas she spent with us. I think now she's about 2 months old, so, and she's a little darling. I'm gonna hopefully remember to show you guys after the surgery. So Damia is number whatever, who is being fixed, and yeah. It's a good time so far. So now I'm gonna head on home, get me something to eat. I got something to say. What? So we're waiting, right? There's a young lady. She's. Let me calm down. I haven't eaten. Please bear with me. I think she seems like she's about 17, 18 or thereabout. She was there on, they have seating outside before I got there. There's like 2 other people in cars. She was on the seat waiting for, it looks like her dad or whomever to come back with some McDonald's. Not a problem, obviously. There's a list that they have hanging outside of the building before they open. So there's an order as you get in, you sign in, so that when they open up and they're administering the services, they call you in the order of how you signed in. So seemingly the 3 people who were there waiting before I got there didn't know this. So since I'm not a rookie at this, I went up to the clipboard and I signed my name. She has a cat as well, because she has the carrier, and I didn't see the cat, but she has a carrier, and she I don't know if she was looking or whatever, but she was on her phone. Not a problem. Other people came and started signing in, and then the older folks, like, different ages that are not teenagers, they paid attention. They realized, okay, people keep going to that clipboard as they come up, they sign something, and then they walk away. This girl has yet to get up and look at them. I'm like, sweetheart, what are y'all doing? What is wrong with our teenagers? You were there before a lot of us, because I got there around 7:35 or something, and you're not gonna be called whenever they open this thing, because you have not signed in. They don't know you exist yet. Just because you're physically there doesn't mean that you're on the list. I don't know. Our kids are, wow. She looks like she either just graduated or is about to. She looks really young, but not young enough to be like middle teenager. She looks like she's at the end of her teenage journey, and there's no common sense kicking in. Because and once again, those 2 who were there before me as well, they got out of their cars, signed the thing. One went and walked his dog, and the other one went back to the car. Pay attention. Anyway, so that's my rant for the day so far, I think. I don't know, because I'm hungry. So let me get home, get something to eat, chill, work on my TPT store, do some other stuff around the house, play with the other ones who are going to have a little sister who comes back all weird and sulky and mopey and drugged up because she just had surgery. And then go pick her back up. All right, later, guys. Enjoy your Saturday. Go out there and get some stuff done, because we're all heading into testing season. You know how that can be. All right, guys. Bye. So we just picked her up. There. Oh, okay. There she is. Where is she? Hey, Damia. Damia. Hey, cutie. How you feeling, mama? How you feeling, mama? It's a crazy day for her. So this is the first time she's ever been in a car. So she's dealing with that. Then it's also the first day, you know, to have a procedure. I don't know, it's gonna be problematic for some of you to hear this, you know, pet owners. But I'm expected to put this huge cone on this 6-pound cat, and she's supposed to wear it for 2 weeks, 14 days with other pets in the house. I don't know how y'all expect that to happen. And they're like, you know, well, it's glue, it's not sutures. Then, well, y'all should have told me it was gonna be suture. It wasn't gonna be sutures, because I am not doing. There's other pets in the house. I am not at home 24 hours and I don't have enough space to separate them entirely. So if sister girl want to go run around and do what she need to do, then she gonna have to do what she got to do, because I don't know. So I'm a little bit worried about that. The others, they were older. I mean, it doesn't matter with the cat, they're always running around. But yeah, they used sutures and you know, they didn't lick anything open or whatever. And she's still a baby. I don't know.
Really interesting.
Damia, hey sweetie pie, how you doing, my love? Welcome back. I have to put a cone on you, at least attempt to. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but hey, we gotta get you coned up, girl. 14, and it's not like it's a week. A week is already pushing it. 14 days? Come on now. Come on now. Is she mad at me? She ain't talked to me all day since she came back in the car. All right, mama. Well, that's it, guys. Long week. I had a meeting about differentiated instruction. I'm gonna have to make another video for that foolishness. And we'll talk, but for now I'm just gonna let it go and let you guys go. I'll see you in the next video, okay? Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, and if you didn't subscribe yet, please do. Please do. Later. So we just picked her up. There. Oh, okay, there she is. Where is she? Hey, Damia. Damia. Hey, cutie. How you feeling, mama? How you feeling, mama? It's a crazy day for her. So this is the first time she's ever been in a car. So she's dealing with that. Then it's also the first day, you know, to have a procedure. I don't know, it's gonna be problematic for some of you to hear this, you know, pet owners. But I'm expected to put this huge cone on this 6-pound cat, and she's supposed to wear it for 2 weeks, 14 days with other pets in the house. I don't know how y'all expect that to happen. And they're like, you know, well, it's glue, it's not sutures. Then, well, y'all should have told me it was going to be suture. It wasn't going to be sutures, because I am not doing, there's other pets in the house. I am not at home 24 hours and I don't have enough space to separate them entirely. So if sister girl want to go run around and do what she need to do, then she gonna have to do what she got to do, because I don't know. So I'm a little bit worried about that. The others, they were older. I mean, it doesn't matter with the cat, they're always running around. But yeah, they used suitors and you know, they didn't lick anything open or whatever. And she's still a baby. I don't know. 14, and it's not like it's a week. A week is already pushing it. 14 days? Come on now. Come on now. Is she mad at me? She ain't talked to me all day since she came back in the car. All right, mama. Well, that's it, guys. Long week. I had a meeting about differentiated instruction. I'm gonna have to make another video for that foolishness. And we'll talk, but for now I'm just gonna let it go and let you guys go. I'll see you in the next video, okay? Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, and if you didn't subscribe yet, please do. Please do. Later.